Good evening, YouTube. So this is Core World, or Core. Download it from Epic Games. There's actually well over 50,000 games apparently in this program, which is mental. And of course, the top favorite is still up and running by Random Phantom, Island Survival Alpha, which I have completely tortured you people with over the last several months. But not today. Today we're going to take a look at some of the other games that are on here. And when you look at active games currently, if you click View All, these are the games that are currently active. People are in there playing them, etc. Okay? Now, in that, I've also found a little interesting tidbit too, is that even under most engaging and sometimes most played games, we're going to see people in those games too. Even though they're different games, it's kind of I don't know, it's a weird thing. However, given the variety of games, it covers everybody. As far as gore and violence level goes, it's kind of kept to a dull roar, basically. Now, we're talking about blood, guts pouring out, intestinal tracts, and that kind of really bad gore is actually not permitted on this place, okay? Now, this is a metaverse of servers, and every game has X amount of servers available to it, and in each server, X amount of players per game. Now, there are some single-player only games here where you can just play all by yourselfy, and that's not a big deal. There's person versus person, there's person versus enemy, there's also the dual threat, PvP and PvE in one, okay? A game like Island Survival Alpha, for example, because I play that the most, it's person versus enemy. When you come across a game that's generally person versus enemy, you can basically walk right through a person, kind of like a hologram, okay? But everything else is pretty much around you solid objects, right? Especially those enemies and any building structures, etc. With some exceptions here and there, as we've seen in Island Survival Alpha, okay? Now, I've tried a number of these games. If you go into My Games and Events, which is where your list of games you've been playing, even if you haven't bookmarked them, they'll be in here, okay? So if I go to View All, these are all the games that I've messed around with so far within the Core app, all right? Now, it doesn't mean I like every one of these games. Some of them I found quite ludicrously stupid. Others were actually kind of fun and interesting, okay? I really like survival games, okay? So I play Survival Instinct, which does say person versus enemy, but we did find out that, well, you can actually shoot somebody else who's in the game with you. So I think they got some work to do on that one yet. Now, a lot of these games, of course, are obviously base games or early release kind of games, okay? Work the bugs out, that sort of thing. Who knows, right? It varies. Now, like I said, there are some games that are generally actually pretty dumb. Ice Canyon Racing, for example, okay? There's only one track, and it's the same track. Now, it is kind of fun and interesting, but you got to read up on the game, okay? Bring your favorite mount. Now, when we talk about mounts in Core, we talk about, if we go to the shop here, okay, under mounts, these would be mounts, okay? So I have the Skeleton Horse. I also have the Vermilion Raptor, okay? Now, I don't have the Grand Prix Speeder, at least not the yellow version, or the red version. I have the Manticore yellow one, which is kind of cool. The Future Tonk, I have the girly version, because that's all that was out at the time. Now, these don't cost you money. These cost you what's called RP points. And every time you sign into the Core app, you'll go to a chest. It's called a rewards chest, and it can vary. It can be 200, 500, 1,000, 10,000, upwards to 100,000 that you get when you open it. And it changes all the time. It varies, okay? Now, I do have 3 Epic Game accounts, in which on all 3 of those, I do play the one same game, Island Survival Alpha, because I'm trying to figure out different ways to play it, different ways of doing the game. Now, keep in mind, all of these games are 100% free to play, okay? There are in-app purchases in some, okay? A game like Island Survival Alpha, yes, it does have in-app purchases, which are optional, okay? Like gem packs, okay? Now, you can get 4 free gems a day. You got the daily, the treasure chest. You've got the daily wanted item. Basically, you're trading an item from your stash for a gem. And then, of course, there's one where you can click on one of Random Phantom's games. The Tiny Tank one, I think it's called, is the one that you want to click on, and you just click visit, and it gives you the gem. It doesn't actually take you to the game. The other ones do actually take you to the game, which kind of sucks, especially if you've already jacked yourself up on bananas and peaches ahead of time. Anyway, but we have a lot of games, and there's even Minecraft. This guy here's got Minecraft Alpha. But if you do a search for some type of a game like survival, okay, so just survival period, it's going to give you a view all, and these are all the survival games that come up under the word survival specifically, okay, which means the beginning of it is survival, okay, like we got one called Survival Camp Dead of Winter, okay, now I've not played that. I actually should check that out, so I'm going to bookmark it for now. Instinct I've played. You can use your mounts in there. Now that's the other thing too. Island Survival Alpha and games like it may have conditions where you have to actually buy the game to use your mounts, but you will get other benefits too. So it is kind of going to be a benefit to you to buy the game, right? Also, it does help the writers encourage them when they're making money off their game, that they're going to continue on writing more updates too and making the game better and better, okay? Survival Starter Kit, that's a game I played with a friend of mine for a little bit. I didn't particularly take to it that well. It is a zombie killing game. Pretty much a lot of these are. But that was not my bag. It just didn't turn my crank much, okay? Lost Island, I've tried that. It's not bad, okay? Instinct is okay. You can use mounts, but it's still really kind of not my thing. Survival Tycoon, I've played that too. It's interesting. I need to spend more time, okay? Horizon Survival, I really didn't like it, okay? I may give it another chance now that it's remastered. I don't know. We'll see, okay? But when you go to games in itself, you get this list. Solo Friendly, Tycoon and Simulator, OBM Parkour, okay? Top earning games, okay? Now, top earning is generally whatever kind of currency is in the game that you would earn, okay? Probably. Or it could be RP points, reward points, experience points, okay? Because in games you can get reward points, and you definitely get experience. I'm actually... what level am I? Oh, I'm being blocked by my recorder, so I can't see where I'm at. But I still got a ways to go before my next level up. But I'm up there, okay? So, and then reward point games, specifically. Now, of course, you also, reward point games should also be showing Island Survival Alpha 2. So if we click View All, it doesn't show it, but we do get reward points in Survival Alpha. That I know, because I watch my screen. So, but just keep an eye on your screen. You'll know if you're earning reward points, experience points only, or a combination of both. Okay? Cookie Miner, I played that. I personally found it very pointless to me, but it's just me. But the graphics are great. And that's the thing, too. This is using the Unreal Engine. And the graphics in these games, a lot of them are freaking amazing. It's like, wow! Especially Island Survival Alpha. Okay, that's just my favorite. Sorry. Anyway, but you can also get into events. Upcoming events, popular events. There's, I think, game matches and stuff. Like, I don't know that much about that part yet. I haven't really been up to it much. Popular events would be Dukem. Ooh, hey, that's kind of cool. You got to register for that. Darn. Anyway. Um, but you can browse games as well. So if we go into backing this out, up, where am I? There we go. Nope, that's still not the, no, maybe. Recently played, bookmark, liked games, main games. There we go. So new games, for example. You can browse the new games. And these are all new games. Treasure Hunter, I'm still working on that, so I really don't have much to say about it at this point. Fantasy World 3, I kind of like it. It's kind of cool, and the graphics are really nice. Legends of Fantasy, I don't think I've played that yet. I can't remember. Anyway, Silent Shuriken, interesting. But a lot of these others, no, I haven't played them yet. There is a new one I tried today, but on one of my other accounts, and I don't remember the name of it, but I found it kind of neat. It's a neat game. But these are the most current new games. Now, where a lot of these games are coming from are from actual players, people who are already playing games. They learn how to make their own games because you can create your own games within the Core app. And Core makes it very easy for you to make your own games. Okay, kind of like the This Is War one as well. All these games are made from one person or another. Okay, and some people write a multitude of games. Some people write some stupid games at first, and then they get better at doing it. They get better games. So don't knock them. Okay, just because, well, it's got so-and-so's name tag on there, and so far 4 of his games suck dirt. And then he comes out with a new one that just blows your freaking tree apart, right? That's been known to happen, all right? So I do tend to check out other games that people have done, like even with Random Phantom. He's done a lot of other games, and I got to tell you, the guy is really good at what he does. But he also does have a few games that, to me at least, didn't turn my crank. Not me. It's not my thing, okay? So it's going to vary with each person what your liking is. Okay, we had a person that came on to the Island Survival game. This guy, actually, Jay Quizzle, I'm actually friends with him on Island Survival. I haven't played his Where's Waldo yet, so I should actually bookmark that and try to see how he's doing with it. But I've played between all 3 accounts, I've probably played, I don't know, maybe a dozen or 2 dozen different games. I've been finding the Minecraft ones actually quite interesting, which is, when you think about Minecraft, a lot of people would compare Island Survival Alpha to Minecraft, and I don't know where they're getting that idea whatsoever, because they ain't even close. But we had a player come on the island once anyways, and it was a female, and we knew it was, and she just lambasted into it, you know, and it's like, it's like, hey, give the game a shot. It's like morning time. It has real weather. We have foggy mornings. We have rainy days. We have clear sunny days. We have pitch black nights, even with stars. We have nights with hardly anything for stars because they're all covered by clouds. Even though it might not be raining, there may be a cloud over your head. Big one, right? We have nights that are not as dark as others. So you don't always need a torch or a flashlight. Depends on the night. And the daytime, it varies a lot, right? It's got interesting weather. Like, we've even heard, you know, mild, low-level thunder. We've seen lightning strikes within clouds. Personally, I like to see them strike the ground and maybe nail a player or 2. I think it'd be kind of fun. I don't know. But, you know what I mean? Now, the Minecraft thing, I do want to show you this quickly. All right, because I know we're heading on 15 minutes, all right? And just please have some patience. Can I even get into here? Maybe if I get rid of all that. There we go. Okay, this is called Minecraft Alpha. There's another I think the guy has a second version of the game too. Now, this is kind of what you expect, but kind of not what you expect. Minecraft that we're used to, that I've been playing since the Stone Age, when it first came out. Now, that's a big, massive world, and oh, it's a lot of fun, right? This is different, but it's also got blocks that look beautiful. Now, if Minecraft that we're normally used to could adopt this kind of texture and graphic level, oh, Minecraft would be even bigger than anything. So in here, we've got our little world, okay? Now, we can punch down blocks, we can add blocks, all right? Now, this is your character or your avatar. Now, I haven't figured if we can switch yet between first person and third person view, I guess it is. But anyway, if we go into our inventory and say we want bone, okay? We're going to get a bone block. Now, we can also, there's a way to fly in here. I can't remember how we did that. Maybe it wasn't in this one. Maybe it was in the other one. Or this one we jump. There we can jump up. Okay. So, anyway. So we can get some height going, alright? Now, as far as busting downwards goes, to break, you just break it, okay? Now, this is the bottom. You're not going to fall through to the next friggin', you know, atmosphere of hell or anything. But you can break these away, and you can start a foundation, whichever way you want to do it, okay? Now, the one thing I think is a little disappointing here in this game, and I found it in some of the other Minecrafts, we get a list, but we don't get to actually see it until we try it. So, obsidian, for example. Okay? Now, that obsidian looks really good. Let me just get out of the crevice here. That obsidian looks really good. That actually looks like the identical obsidian to our island game. So, but anyway. And you can switch rusty iron, okay? And if Minecraft that we're used to could adopt this kind of level of graphic quality, I think it would be like even bigger than it's ever been. Because, man, beautiful, right? Now, this is not an endless world, okay? It does have an edge to it that we can get to, and we can go whee, and then we just respawn on top. Okay, get the idea? But I did find out we can expand this. I don't know if I can do it on this particular one. Nope. I was able to do it on the other one that I was playing. I was actually able to expand the tiles out more to make it a bigger world. I'm not sure if I can... No, it's not... I don't think it's going to let me do it. No, in this one I can't. So, that's it. But the other one I was playing, I could actually make this basic map area bigger. Okay? But your menu is simply this. Select a block, right? You want emerald? There's emerald, okay? You get the idea. And if you don't like the block, you just punch it out and then switch to something else. So I guess there's kind of a good thing to it at the same time, too, if you want leaves, for example. Okay? Now, as far as leaves go, well, they look like leaves, but they're interesting, alright? So that's just an example of one of these games, okay? So check out Core. Check out the games, see how you like it. Let me know in the comments below if you've been on Core and if you do like Core and you like their games or whatever. And if you do decide to play Island Survival Alpha, to try it out just because, I gotta throw it in there. I'm known as Keylop56 on one account, Kevy57 on the other, and I have another account called Baba Yaga. 5756. I'm on one of those three at any given time, pretty much every day, but I have decided to start cutting my hours back, so but if you see one of those accounts, you'll know it's me. So, anyways, just say hi, or ask for help. I'll be happy to help you out with the game. Anyways, thanks a lot. See you in the next one, guys. Ciao.